I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This Kimball is this is a model that we've done many rebuilds and refurbishings on. Kimball made a lot of these kind of oak leaf with oak, with this is a tiger oak or quarter sawn oak veneer here. This customer didn't want us to refinish it. He really likes how it looks, but the functionality of this piano was not great, and he didn't want to do a full rebuild. So I'm going to show you what our partial rebuild. It's more of like a hybrid rebuild refurbish. It's similar. They're similar to each other, the full rebuild and the hybrid, in that we work on the entire piano, every system in the piano. But the difference is with the full rebuild, we're replacing basically all of the major components, whereas with the hybrid, we're only replacing the very most crucial components, like the hammers, for example, which she actually happens to be working on a set of hammers right now for a piano right behind here that's about the same age, about 100 years old. And so with this hybrid refurbish rebuild level, we're replacing the very most crucial components. So like the hammers, for example, generally they're just on a 100-year-old piano, they're just totally shot. Dampers, shanks, we repin all of the hammer butts, which these are this component right here. It's called the hammer butt, and it pivots on that pin, so it should swing between 3 to 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. Nicely done, Victoria. So we repin all of those so that the friction is just right, not too loose, not too tight. We do a full regulation. We work on the keys and the bushings, and let's get into it. Let's have a look, rather than just telling you about it. Okay. So if you know what you're looking at, if you've seen other inside of pianos that I've worked on in a long time, the hammers generally are just totally worn out. Same with the dampers right here. They're just non-functional. We also put triple dampers on the bass, so it works a little bit better than the original design from a long time ago. Then we put on new bridle straps. These are the hammer butts here that are repinned. We put new leather on, new felt and cloth throughout. The keys here, he didn't want us to put plastic on the keys because you know, keys are like the interface, and I guess there's just more like sentimentality wrapped up for a lot of people in the keys. So we just cleaned them up, sanded down the ivory and polished it so it looks a little bit nicer. The pedals, these are the original pedals, but we've replated them. Electroplating is a process on metal that basically makes brass stick to it, so it looks nice and shiny again. And then a full regulation. So regulation is everything basically between the pianist's finger, everything that happens from here, all on the guts here, up to the hammer. So all of this stuff making it function correctly. So you can depress the key the right distance, not too deep, not too shallow. The hammer right here, it pulls away from the string at just the right time, about 1/8 of an inch to the string. The distance, this distance here, the blow distance is correct. And then you have like the damper timing. So the damper right here, it starts to pull away from the string at the right time. And when I engage all of the dampers simultaneously with the sustain pedal, they pull away at exactly the same time. Checking, which is the distance that those hammers are held in check. Anyway, so it's a very thorough, and cleaning, of course, I didn't mention that. Every piano is just completely filthy throughout, spider webs, cobwebs, dust like crazy. I mean, it's so much that even after we clean it thoroughly with a vacuum, we'll still take it outside and blow it out, and then we'll do, and there's like clouds of dust that come out. So it's just cleaning itself is a day-long process, sometimes even more, depending on the piano. That sounds good. It's a great bass. It's a great tone altogether. just a really nice tone, and the touch is super responsive. I hope that comes through on the video. That just sounds so good. So anyway, the moral of the story, I guess, is if you have an old family heirloom like this, or even if it's not an heirloom, if you like the idea of rebuilding an old piano, but maybe don't have the budget for a giant rebuild, which not everybody does. But you want it to sound amazing still and function really well, and also something that I haven't even mentioned is the endurance, the way these pianos will endure, the way we repair everything and go everything so thoroughly. This is giving these pianos literally decades more use. Pianos that at kind of first glance you'd think are dead and that there's no chance of resurrecting them. Well, they can sound like that, and it's not as crazy expensive as you might think to get it into that excellent condition. There it is. Thanks for watching.